Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. It's time. It's been a long time coming, and there's more to do after this, but this is a big milestone for us. Let's head over to Science Park, and let's build some gravity matrices. Now remind me where exactly this is. Is that it? No, that's not it. It's near the old mall. I'm looking for the colors. There we go. Over here. Okay. Okay. So we got some things we want to do here. First of all, I can see blue, red, and purple. And there's a little tiny bit of yellow. This is operating at full capacity, so that's good news. Now, first things first, we're going to tear all this down. Okay. So, let's dump the yellows in here. Let's dump... can I fit any purples in here? Wow, we've made a lot of purple. Okay. Reds have some room. And then blues are where? Where's the storage for blues? Over here. Can I squeeze you in? No, I cannot. Okay. So we got a few extra cubes we're going to delete here, which pains me, but there we go. Just 60 of each. All right. Now then. What we want to do is make sure that all of our science is proliferated. So we would very much like to get the entire spread of science nice and proliferated. Let's change this out and this out for now. And let's go ahead and get some lines going. So we'll delete you. We'll delete you. I don't think we need you there. And we don't need you here anymore. Let's have purple come over here. Let's go ahead and upgrade these as well, these lines, just to make sure everything is nice and fast. Okay, so we've got our lines of science. Let's get them all nice and lined up. Let's have purple come on over. Join blue. We'll have red join the party. And here's yellow. Okay. Now. Oh, look, we got a bunch of stone here that we're not using. There's the first four colors. Do I want to build here? Where do I want to build? I think I'll build my green science back here. Yeah, this looks good. Let's get some space to work with. Oh, wow. What is this going to be? Green? Where's the color? Yeah, let's go green. Actually, let's delete this first. And then we'll set down some green science. Some green science area. Oh, dang it. Not sure exactly what we need here. We will need a tower. Let's get a tower up. Okay. So for green science, or rather gravity matrices, we need graviton lenses and quantum chips. Let's call those in. Here's graviton lenses. There's quantum chips. Limit this to a reasonable amount. These can carry 70, so probably 700's enough. We don't want to overstock this with stuff. Okay, so you're going to provide raw materials, and then we'll have a couple of Cosmo labs. Now, I'm not quite sure how many we can support here. But let's start with 2 rows, maybe? And we'll have delightful goodies coming out of there. And we'll have them coming out of here as well. Then we'll feed them in. And then the outputs can come around the back. You guys are going to make green cubes. We do want the inputs proliferated, actually, so hold off. Let's figure out what proliferation looks like. So we make as many as we can with what we have. Let's go ahead and throw down a couple of sprayers here. 1 and 2. That looks good. Now we have proliferation over here coming from this tower. Let's go ahead and siphon some of that off and hop it over. I don't want to do that. Yeah, okay. So we'll just put a line like this. We don't need quite that much, actually. Come over here. And let's lift it up to 1. Actually, we don't need to lift it up that much. What is the distance in which it can travel up by 1 level? I think it's 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. No, it's 4. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually need this much of you. Let me get some on here like this. Deflection. Oh, look, it's already high up. Interesting. Okay. So then you can come up by 4, or by 1, rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Looks like that'll work. Okay, let's reverse the path. There we go. Okay. This will come over here and proliferate my inputs. So you're going to go up by 1 to there. Or not. Do you need a little bit more? I think it's having, there we go. Okay. That'll proliferate the inputs. Then we'll put down our producers. You're gonna make green cubes. We're gonna copy you over here. Looks like these need to go just 1 further here. We'll do inputs. Okay. Then back here, we'll have outputs, loop around, and join the fun. Over here. Or maybe I'll just have it come around like this. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So you'll come around back here. You'll get the output green cubes. The green cubes will come to here. Go along this line. Make their way over here. In front of Yellowtown. Join the party. And here's our rainbow, ready to rock. Okay. So, we have, if we look at our statistics panel, and we look for graviton lens, we're producing 37.5 per minute. Theoretical max is 50, is that right? That doesn't seem right. Because we have 4 producers, but okay, actual production's 37.5 because there's 1 more producer over at the little boutique chain that we had created that's not actually running. So 37.5 is right. And then quantum chips, we have 87.5. Okay. So what do you guys need to produce this? The recipe is 1 for 1. So the lozenges, the graviton lenses make the limit. We can support 37.5 and we're doing, let's see, 2.5 recipes per minute. So we use 2.5 lozenges per one of these. So 37.5 divided by 2.5 is 15. We can support 15 of these, which is very nice. So let's get, I guess, I think we can only stack to 7 though, right? Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can only get to 5. Okay, so then we need 3 sets, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should in theory consume everything we can produce for the graviton lenses. Let me go ahead and break this. Let's move you guys over a little bit. Okay. Did I do outputs yet? I did not. This is going the wrong way. Let's join it up. Let's do outputs. Okay. Copy and paste. What's the problem? Lack of item. Okay. Looks like I need to go pick up a few more matrix labs. So we'll come back to this in a moment. Let's go find... Where's the mall? Over here? Okay, so where is that in relation to where I am right now? Just around the planet a little bit? Should be here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, Cosmo's near the end. Here we go. Yeah, it's down near here. Okay. No, these are... Yeah, these are matrix labs. Let me get 50 of these. Okay, looks good. Now we head back to Science City, which is over here. Okay. We should be able to support 15. Let's fix up our painting. That looks good. Okay. There's our green science. Let's... Oh, does that actually go a little bit higher? Oh, it died because I was out of the material, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. Okay. And we have sufficient quantum chips and graviton lenses to support this, I believe. So you're all going to be proliferated, and you're going to output your delicious gravity cubes for me. So we need one more line of green for the output line here. Looks good. You guys are done here. We bring this back around. Okay. So now all we need to do is power this on and set our output filters. Let's get that started. And we should see quite a lot of green science coming out. So, these would produce 2.5 per minute. That's the input we're using. But then because it's proliferated, instead of 2.5 times 15 is... Instead of producing... it's 2 per, right? 2 per recipe. So normally, these 15 would produce 37.5 times 2, which is 75. But we'll multiply that by 1.25, and we'll get 93 3/4. So we'll be making over 90 green science cubes per minute, which is perfect, because I think we're making 90 of all the others as well. Now, some of that we're going to siphon off to make warpers, I think. We may end up going back to the precursor lines and trying to make more of the quantum chips and the graviton lenses. But for now, let's power this on. Let's see it work. Okay. That's everything powered up. You just need to demand. Okay. I'm not seeing the quantum chips yet. Where are we producing those? Let's take a look at our panel here. Quantum chips. Local planet. Yeah, we have 7 producers producing 87.5 per minute on the local planet in the last 10 minutes. So they should be coming here. I'm just not sure why they aren't. Maybe I'm not sending them anywhere from where I'm producing. Okay, so where was I producing those? I'm really not sure. quantum chips involve processors and the plane thingy-majigs, the plane filters. I don't remember where we set this up. Well, regardless, I'll figure that out in a minute. Maybe it just needs a minute to get all set up. We have the proliferator over here. It's already raised up off the ground. So let's make sure that all our cubes are proliferated so that we get extra hashes. Let's go ahead and set that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's feed this line in. Where is it? It's right on the right on that line like that. Okay. Let's power this up. Okay, looks good. So these lines are going to go to the actual science in a moment. Looks like I do need to figure out what's going on with my quantum chip production. So, hold please. Welcome back. Here's the culprit. I was demanding them here and sending them into this particular area to feed this particular logistics distributor, which is being used for a nice purpose. It's somebody over here is requesting these for a valid reason, but we're gonna have to figure out what it is and turn it off for a while. Let's see. Who's asking for these chips? Right here to produce the Mark IIIs. Right. Okay. I think that's the only thing that's using it right now. And this is now, that's now full. That's full. So it shouldn't be demanding any more. And the end result should be, now that I've set the automation limit here, that all of these are free to be added back into the network, or more specifically, to be added to Science City. So let's head back over here. It's funny, that's actually easier to find at night when the glowing lines of the science cubes are visible. Okay. So, now this should be sort of in transit-y. We're producing them... We're producing them somewhere over here. Let's see. The Casimir crystals are going across this diagonal. Yeah, so we're producing them right here. They're going in here. So 70 just left, and they should now be coming here, right? No. Because I still have a limit over here. Which one is it? This one? Yeah, see, they're still in transit here. I set the limit to 300, but that wasn't quite enough. Let's put it down to 100. So this'll be full. Every part of this line will be full. For whatever reason, I guess because this one's older than the one I just put down, this one gets priority. So the oldest tower gets priority. I don't think it's geographical. I think it's date of placement. So now, if we come back over to where we are and take a look, now they're in transit here. Excellent. Okay, so let's just fill it up with what we have. That's fine. And we're going to be producing quite a lot of green science here. 93 and change per minute. All of which is going to make its way along this line. Let's see it made. We should get a little pop-up here. You know what we do need? Alright, you've produced the first gravity matrix at 93 hours and 10 minutes. It's one of the 5 source codes that maintain the center brain simulation. The creation of the gravity matrix ends the centuries-old debate over quantum field theory and general relativity. Finally, they became unified at some point. A little bit vague, but hey, it's a science fiction game. We do want a little bit of a buffer here, so that if there comes a time when we forget to turn research on, we can go ahead and stockpile these, and then we're not wasting the production. Let's go ahead and get that set up. Maybe we'll just throw one more on there for good measure. Just so that they don't get wasted. Okay, so now we have our rainbow. Oh god, does that look delightful. And I believe we can support... how many do these things consume? If I set you to research mode, does it say? In research mode, the lab will automatically research ongoing technologies. I'm not actually sure how many it can consume. Needs all 5. Well, let's start putting them down and see how many... I mean, does it consume like 10 per minute? Or we have 90. I guess we just put down a bunch of them and we see how many they can support. So what I want to do is have this rainbow split and go in 2 directions around my science buildings. So we'll need a little bit more space here. This is set to uncover, right? Restore veins. Yeah, okay. Need a little bit more space here. We can get it like that. Let's go ahead and let's put down... I don't know. Let's start with... Let's have blue and yellow go around back. Let's start with, I guess, 15 and see... I don't think we can support 15, but I might be wrong. I've got those just ever so slightly off. Let's start with 10 and see how it does. Maybe we can get a sense for how many it consumes. Or rather, let's start with 12. Alright, so red, purple, and blue. You guys come over around the front. They are proliferated now, so we'll get extra hashes. But I don't know what that means in terms of how many per minute we can support consumption on. We have also stockpiled a few here. Okay. Boy, that looks cool, huh? This is exciting. Let's go ahead and do our inputs. All right. Let's copy you. And you. Okay. Let's power these on. That looks good. Okay, so can we get a sense for how many these go through, these chew through? I guess I'll start a timer. Let's see. See if I can make this happen. So there's 22 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So it consumed 10. That's 52 seconds. So it consumes 10 in 30 seconds. It'll eat through 20 cubes in a minute, it looks like. Now I think we're getting extra hashes, not extra length of duration. So instead of 60 hashes per second, we're getting 75. Okay. So these consume 20 cubes per minute, which means these 3 are consuming what? 60? Yeah. And I can only produce up to 90 cubes per minute, so... Should I don't know how many is that right? I don't know quite how many I could support here. This is producing just over 90. So... we could have... I mean, I guess I could throw 6 on here, but eventually some of them won't be running properly. Is that... Did I count that right? Seems like it's eating through them very quickly. We must have had more production on some of these. What are you making? You're making 1 every 8 seconds. So that's what? 6 goes into 48, 7 goes to 54, 8, yeah, no, wait a minute. 6 times 8 is 48. 7 times 8 is 57, is that right? No. Why can I not do math? 6 times 8 is 48. 7 times 8 is 56. So this is making 7 and a little bit, 7.5 per minute. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that plus 1. So that's 8 times 7.5 is 4 times 15 is 90 plus a little bit extra. I thought we were supporting more than this. Curious. I do also, I know we can stack these vertically. I do like the idea of extending it out to the right. It just feels cool. I should have pushed it down and forward a little bit because I'm going to have to hide some of these stone, but I'll do that because we don't really... It's fine. Let's hide some stone here. Just enough to get us a couple more lengths of production. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like the idea of having these extend horizontally just because it looks so neat. Let's get... So this would be... These each consume 20, so that's 80. This would be 100, and we can't support 100, I don't think. But let's see how long these last if we fill them up. Let's see, where do I have this? Right in front of that, and then this one goes right there. Like, can we... We're not doing green research right now. And we have stockpiles, so maybe having, like, a couple extras fine. Alright, so what are we at? We're at 122k hashes per second. No, hash rate 375 hashes per second. Is that good or bad? That's 6 Cosmo Labs here. Man, that just looks so cool. I mean... Let's see, do I even need you right now? I don't. You're powered from over here, right? What is this? A single Gauss turret over here for some unknown reason? And like 8 billion power towers that aren't serving a purpose? Like, you're not doing anything. Okay. I would love to get like a true vertical on this screenshot. Okay, there's solar sail life level 3. And get you to turn a little bit. It's hard to line him up for a screenshot sometimes. He doesn't want to like, he doesn't really want to face a particular direction. There we go. Alright, that looks cool. So I guess we can support this for a while, at least if we're not burning through yellow or green. But eventually we're going to be getting into... Eventually we're going to be getting into more science that uses up green and stuff. So I don't think these will be supported. I think we can support 4 and like most of a 5th. I don't think the 6th one will work. But maybe it makes more sense. No, I mean, we're going to start hitting the point where the only research that's left requires yellow and green. I guess if we forget to research something for a while, a stockpile will build up. So we can support more if there's science cubes stockpiled, I guess. I guess it couldn't hurt to just throw some extra labs on here. Like, we'll just go up to 2 levels here. That's 12. It's probably more than we can support. Yeah, see these... What are these guys doing? What's your problem? Lack of matrix. Are you not set up correctly? Oh, there's no power back here. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I mean, we've doubled our hash rate. 900 hashes per second seems pretty good. But we're already seeing red is starting to run dry now. So yeah, we can't really support this many. I guess it's fine to have these here for when it is available. For if we stockpile, but it's not, like, a lot of these are just not going to be running once we get into the advanced science stuff. So is it a waste to have it here? I mean, it's drawing power from the network, right? What does the network look like right now? See, we're very close. We're very close to full use of everything the network can provide. Generation capacity 373 megawatts. Remember back when I was talking about getting up to a gigawatt? That never happened, did it? Yeah, we can't support this, so I think it makes less sense to have these here. Like, even that's a little bit more than we can actually support, but the good news is we now have green science. So let's take some time to figure out what we actually want to research. I know what my very first research is going to be. Pile sorter upgrade 4. I want to see this thing in real action now. I want to see the final form of the pile sorter. All right, pile sorter upgrade level 6. The ultimate upgrade can load and unload simultaneously. All right, let's enqueue you. Seems good. Okay. Do we want to go for technologies or do we want to go for upgrades? Probably technologies, right? Or I don't know. I think there's things I want to do first before we start working on whatever comes next. There's not that much left. We can get to some of this later, I think. Like, what is this? Receivers. We don't have any of this ready yet. Dyson sphere stuff. Like, we don't need these upgrades or these technologies right now. I don't need destroyers. Yeah, we haven't even started on our Dyson sphere yet. So let's focus on upgrades. Universe exploration 4. View ore reserves and detailed rare ores of all planetary systems. That one seems good. Mecha core for extra core energy, more durability. That seems good. I don't really care about this. Inventory capacity. We definitely want inventory capacity. We want this upgrade. Okay, so we'll get the mecha core. And then we'll get the inventory capacity. Construction drone tasks. I'm not so sure I care about. Energy circuit. Yes, I want this. Can't get that. We have yet to unlock the universe matrix. Drone engine. Don't care too much. Drive engine plus 3 astronomical units per second mecha warp speed. That seems like it could be helpful. Energy shield. More capacity. That seems good. Less concerned about the Dyson sphere stuff for now. Flight speed. That seems good. Yep. Carrying capacity seems good. All queues are full. Okay. Vein utilization and carrying capacity also seem nice. Research speed seems like it'll consume more science, so we don't really need that yet. Okay. There's some weapon damage stuff here. Space fleet expansion, we're not really using that yet. Ground squadron expansion might be nice to get, like, if I started working on that instead of, because like this logistics slot's kind of wasted here. I'm not really using these yet. So if instead I automated production of the ground forces, they could help me out a lot in terms of fighting dark fog as we start expanding out to new planets. Let's make sure we're not being wasteful. Looks like there's literally no room for purple cubes. We've mass produced those. And then blue cubes come from over here. Where do blue cubes come from? All the way over here at the start of the game. Remember this? Remember this, guys? So, that looks good to me. That looks pretty dope. Yeah. Oh, these consume more slowly, it seems. Or do they? No. About the same rate. Okay. We can actually get in there and see all 4 or 5 cube colors. I guess this... I don't see the purple, really. Where's the purple cube? Purple cube is not shown. For some reason. You can see red, blue, green, and yellow. And this research... Oh, this research doesn't use purple cubes. Interesting. Okay. I guess it's an earlier one. No. It's the pile sorter final upgrade, so it should be working. But look, we have 450 hashes per second. It's going to take a full episode, 41 minutes, to finish this one technology upgrade. So we are going to need to... Oh, this is so cool. So it shows which types of, like, even here, the animation, it shows which types of colors it's using. And look at that. You can see the reflection of... Oh, no, I'm seeing the outline through. That's not a reflection. But yeah, the animations here are really cool. It's just, you don't really usually zoom in that far to see it happening. Anyway, very cool stuff. We can see it here as well, the 4 colors that are actually in use. That's pretty neat. So... we're definitely going to need more science as we progress in. Like, we just don't have enough right now, but we need more sources for more planets. I did say one thing I wanted to look into doing was peeling off some of this green science just a little bit to produce space warpers. Because we disabled the other thing, so why don't we do that here? Let's get that done now. Let's use the recipe to make the space warpers from green cubes. Right? And we don't want much. Just enough to supply demand. Now, hold on a minute. I have to think about this. Because previously, it's over by the mall. Where's the mall? Should be pretty out. Here we go. Here's the mall. Previously... we were making them and then feeding them directly into this, which was supplying remotely. So we need to demand locally. There we go. And supply remotely. Okay. So now we can come over here. And we just want a little teeny tiny bit of what these things have to offer to feed in here. So let's do something like this. Let's use... how can I need a sorter Mark 1. I want to get like the slowest amount of green cubes I can get. Should be available over here somewhere. Here we go. This should be sorter Mark 1, right? Yeah. Let me take one of you. Just one. Okay. We'll head back to Science Park. Over there. All right. So I want one very slow sorter to pluck the occasional green cube off of here. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. That'll pluck off very, very few as they're whizzing past and put it onto this belt. Feed in here, and then the output will go directly into here. Like that. Okay, let's get an output. Let's power this all on. So this should pluck off like one as they go whizzing past. Let's see it happen. It takes 24 seconds for them to make one. Yeah, I think it got 2 of those. It got 3. So this will do 4.5 recipes per minute. I don't know how many it's going to grab. If it grabs 3 every 24 seconds, I guess it's going to take... I guess this is still... Even though this is slow, I guess this is still enough. Let's see. 1, 2... No, it only grabbed 1. So maybe it only gets 1 every 24 seconds? It's a 10-second recipe, but it produces 8 space warpers. 1 green science cube produces 8 space... Let's see how many this grabs. We're at 4. I think it just got 1. So it's going to get like 2 of these per minute. I don't know how it has this many already. If it gets 2 per minute, it'll make what? This is proliferated, is it not? Oh, it's not proliferated here. So this is actually not the right place to do this. We should get the most bang for our buck. We should grab it after it's been proliferated. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, we can set it up. We can set it up here to grab here. So 1, 2, 3. And our happy, fun, happy little assembler can go here like this. Then we'll use our one very elderly, slow... There we go, that looks right. Our geriatric friend here can pull these over. I mean, I guess as long as there's a backup, it'll pull in a little bit more. But that's, I guess that's fine. It shouldn't delay, it shouldn't use up too much. Once we're like into heavy green cube territory, it shouldn't use up too much of this. This is now proliferated, so we're getting 5.6 per minute. Okay. And then let's just run the results over and put it in the tower. So output your space warpers. I'll fly over here. I do have to say, it feels a little gross having the like yellow, ugly color of the old sorter here. Feels pretty gross. All right, so you guys are gonna come over here. You're gonna hop into this tower. All right, I guess you're coming to here. Okay, and you are going to supply space warpers to our interstellar logistics station who wants them. There we go. And let's actually cap you at, I don't know. What do these things carry? 70? 700 seems like a good cap. And that'll act as a brake as well on the green cube consumption. Okay, so you're doing 5.1 recipes per minute, which produces 8. So you're making 5 times 8 is, you're making what? 40 space warpers per minute? Consuming... Why are you doing 5.1 recipes per minute instead of... It says 10 seconds here. Oh, because it's a slower... It's got the 0.75 production ratio because it's a level 1 assembler. So then you're only consuming 5... You're consuming 5 cubes per minute, and we were making something like 93.5 or 93.75 or something. So you're consuming a little bit more than I'd ideally like you to. But that's probably fine, which means because you're so slow, I actually don't need this to be gross and ugly. We can go ahead and do it the fun way. You can come directly off the line with a pile sorter. Or, not with a pile sorter, I'm sorry. With a sorter Mark III. That's gonna be just fine. Because you're slow and geriatric, you're only consuming 5 per minute. That's gonna work out just fine. So you'll make me 5 times 8 is 40 space warpers per minute. That should be enough, right? We shouldn't be having more than 20 drones or vessels in flight at any 1 minute right now. We'll need to increase this later, obviously. But like, you're slowly filling up. Once you hit 70, you'll ship them over to the interstellar station, which is sending them out. Should work. I think we're good here. If there was one thing left that I would do, I guess it would be like a fun color exercise like this. Just to finish the artistic array. There we go. I think that's the screenshot, right? Let me move it ever so slightly. Yeah, that's the screenshot. Oh no, I don't want you to, I want you to disappear the cursor. I don't want you to move the camera. That's it. Nice. Okay. Well, folks, that is my green science episode, my gravity matrix episode. We're gonna figure out what to do next. I think I have an idea for what I want to do next. So, the dark fog can drop some interesting items if you get them up to a high level. We've heard about farming them before in the comment section. I think it might be time to do that, which means I think we're going back to Clement Star, which is a single planet. And we're going to set up a production line for the high-end Gauss ammo here, the super alloy ammo box. We're going to set up production of this super alloy ammo, and we're going to set up a crap ton of Gauss turrets around a planetary base there. Hopefully, I think there's one there. We may be able to lure one too. But the idea is we'll destroy only the static defenses like the laser turrets and not the camps that produce the units or the core of the planetary base. And we'll build enough ammo and turrets automated so that it's just constantly killing them, leveling them up, and then we'll set our planetary bases up to farm the items they drop. And hopefully we'll be able to get some good stuff. I don't know for sure, but that's the idea. I kind of want to set that up and see how that works out. So I think next episode we'll start here by setting up some... I want to set up production of either the precision drones or the attack drones. I think we want the attack drones because they have more hit points. They don't shoot as far, but I'd like them to be around me drawing fire. Fire rate... Yeah, their fire rate is lower, but their damage is higher, their durability is higher. So these shoot at 16 meters as opposed to 42, and they fly a little bit slower. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll think about this a little bit. Maybe a mix or multiple fleets. There is research available to increase our ground fleet forces, but anyway, I'm rambling. I have ideas. I think we want to set up a dark fog farm next. We're going to take a break from all the like production chains and all that nonsense and just set up something cool to kind of like fight and kill a bunch of AI robots. That sounds fun. So hopefully we'll see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this green science / gravity matrix episode. We'll see you next time. Take care.